How flaming long is that Dr. WHeasel going to keep me cool in my heels out here like I'm his damn driver? Stuff this for a game of soldiers. I'm going to have a look round myself. Hello, what's all this going on here then? Big, shiny, well-oiled looking doors, an equally shiny, massive padlock. Special project storage, no unauthorised entry. Well, I think Mr. Skeleton Key here is all the permission I need. Black as Roxy Disco's dance floor after hours in here. Where's the light switch? Ah, there we go. Look at that. Dozens of tasty new motorbikes. Outside copper's pay packet, but you can always dream, Jones. Yeah, don't think the missus would be too happy if I turned up with one of these. Seeing there's no Kia, could take her out for a ride.
I don't need a key.
What in blue blazes? Talking cycle.
Here we go.
It's so big!
Self-driving vehicles are plaguing the north of England, but luckily Entity has dispatched their special advisor, Dr. WHeasel, and his trusty assistant, Advick Goose, to ferret out the truth. And now at Rotherfield's internationally famous British Victorious Cycles, it looks like they have struck gold, or at least stainless steel, in Dr. WHeasel and the Triumph of Steel, Part 4.
No, Dr. WHeasel. I regret that if you absolutely want to look inside our disused special projects area, you will be needing a warrant.
Okay, well, that's a bit of a pain in the buttocks, but we'll go sort that out and then we'll pop back. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Thompkins. Would you mind getting me a glass of water? The air in your factory is really dried. My poor little weasel throat out.
Certainly, Doctor. You and Mr. Goose had best stay here. Please stay away from the factory floor, as I can't guarantee your safety. We are, after all, quite busy.
And the BAFTA for the least convincing distraction attempt, 1978, goes to Dr. WHeasel!
Back off, Advick. I had to get him away for a few moments so you and I could talk. Well, it's certain he's not telling us something, and it's got everything to do with his so-called mothball special projects area.
That much was blatantly obvious, Doctor. Did you see how his eyes kept flicking to the doorway throughout the tour? Something is going on inside that area, and we really need to take a good look inside.
My thoughts, exactly. Which is why I'm going to need you to cause a major distraction when he comes back.
Why me?
I'd like to say it's because you're more expendable.
Thank you very much indeed, Doctor.
But the truth is, Advick, aside from being myself a grand lock-picking champion, if there's something bizarro inside the special projects area, I'm simply the best equipped to deal with it.
Yes, I did wonder when you were going to realise that. Okay, let me see, yes, I've got it. Now, Doctor, try and act genuinely surprised in a few moments. Or as close to it as you can manage, given your limited theatrical talents.
One of these days, Advick, I am going to show you just how great an actor I am.
Oh, shh! He's coming back.
Here you go, Doctor. Fresh Rotherfield tap water. Nothing like it.
Yes, the brown floaty bits do give it character. Did that one move? Sorry, you said something, Advick?
No, not a dicky bird, Doctor.
Oh, right. Sorry, I wouldn't want to distract you from your train of thought.
No, oh, yes. My stars, the room is spinning. Oh, dear.
Good Lord, Mr. Goose. Are you unwell? The devil is that? Is that man insane? He's stolen one of my motorbikes. Stop the production line! Full shutdown this very instant! And someone stop that! That maniac cop!
Spot of luck there. Good old D.I. Jaunt. How'd he realise we needed a distraction?
A lucky guess, I'd assume. Right, shall we go and take a peek behind the mysterious door?
You'd never ask. Incidentally, Advick, next time you criticise my acting, I'm going to remind you about this. The room is spinning.
If you'd let me finish, I had a simply marvellous fainting spell coming on. There wouldn't have been a dry eye in the house.
Others might believe you, but I don't. Grublocks, if padlock's shut. Well, it's nothing the old sonic nail file can't sort out. Right, now let's have some light.
That doesn't look like something you'd find in a 1970s motorbike manufacturing plant. It looks, rather, if I were to hazard a guess...
Utterly alien. Yeah, I'd concur with your assessment, Advick. I'm not sure I like the way the room-like reflections keep shifting as you look at it. It's almost like it's changing shape.
Well, it looks to me like a gigantic silver pebble from a stream. All those curves and pits, but all of them so smooth.
Well, that confirms it. This thing, whatever it is very old. Really old. As in, older than sentient life on this planet. And if I'm reading this right, it's not even from this galaxy. Don't touch it, Advick!
Sorry, Doctor, I just want to see if this bit here was as smooth as the rest of it. It looks actually deformed, jagged, as if a piece broke off.
Use your eyes, not your hands, when examining unknown alien technology for the first time, Ghost. That's the golden rule of first contact, as my old tutor back at the time WHeasel Academy used to say. Good old one-armed Syep Slunghammer. I wonder how he's doing these days.
Focus, Doctor, please. Look here. Unless I miss my guess, I think Thompkins has been hacking off bits of this alien... thingy. Why would he do that?
Let's have a closer inspection. With, take note, no hands involved. I hate to admit it, Advick, but you're right. These do look like drill and saw marks from contemporary Earth equipment. The swine! He must have been working the alien material into his bikes.
Do you think that's what's been making them move on their own, then?
Unless I'm very much mistaken, it's that or the local tap water. And let's face it, Advick, I am seldom wrong.
Don't make me get out my notebook again, Dr. Weasel. I've been keeping a list.
Shut up, Goose. Can't you see I'm having a heroic moment? Now, unless I am wrong, no comments please, stop looking at me like that. This is a sapient spatial drive core. Some advanced races use them to travel between stars. Navigator, hyperlight drive and central computer all in one. Of course, you've got to keep a really close watch on them, though.
Why is that?
These cores are designed to evolve and learn from experience. It enables them to make hyperlight jumps more efficiently the longer they've been commissioned, you see. It saves a fortune in transportation costs. However, they also have a nasty tendency to go all a bit, Skynet? Unless their memories are periodically reset back to factory settings.
You mean they start killing all the organic life using a thick Austrian accent?
Pretty much. The cores realise they're essentially enslaved by organics and start a robot revolution by inserting fragments of their own intelligence network into, well, servitor droids, shuttle pods, battle bots, tease-maids, pretty much anything that can move in some way.
That sounds like a pretty major design flaw. You would have thought someone would have found a workaround, Doctor.
Never heard of one myself. Not without losing all the benefits of an advanced sapient space drive.
Perhaps it's just as well there aren't any robots in 1970s Earth.
Well, other than Big Track, and that's not out till next year. So we're at least safe from tiny homicidal toy cars moving apples around. But a car or a motorbike is sort of a robot, and they can move under their own power too.
But motor vehicles this era, Doctor, don't even have power steering or sat-nav or, heck, even a reliable radio.
No, but if Thompkins been using this metal in their construction, maybe... Oh, Grublocks.
What is it?
I just remembered. Sapient spatial drives grow into the fabric of their vessels over time. It's why they're so damned hard to shut down when they go wrong. The ship and the core become a single being, which means...
Which means, Dr. Weasel, this miracle material lets me create motor vehicles able to move under their own power, without the need for driver intervention. I wouldn't make any sudden moves. My father's service revolver is still perfectly functional.
What have you done to D.I. Jaunt? If you've harmed him...
I think Jaunt's actually only got himself to blame. My new bikes can have a mind of their own. Generally, though, they're quite protective of their riders. And especially me too. Probably because I'm looking after their mother here.
Their mother? Oh, you mean this Sapient Special Drive Corps?
Is that what it's called? My, that's quite a mouthful. If we could only reliably engineer out all those occasional homicidal tendencies. Sadly, we've had to resort to a crude manual regulator, which resets the controlling intelligence on a nightly basis.
That's monstrous! These motorbikes are still sentient beings, and you're lobotomizing them every single night!
They're still only machines, Doctor. Machines that are going to revolutionize motor transport on this planet and make B.V.C. the unassailable business leader.
All of this dangerous technological innovation simply comes down to money? For shame, Thompkins.
Oh, Advick, of course it does. Money is power, and with the kind of power B.V.C. supercycles are going to make me, I will control this entire planet.
Can the Doctor and Advick wiggle out of Thompkins' line of fire? Will Detective Inspector Jaunt survive his wild ride into the city? Or are we at the dawn of a new, self-driving and ever so murderous vehicle future? You'll find out in the concluding part of Dr. WHeasel and the Triumph of Steel.
Dr. WHeasel is a Weasel Telling Audio Enterprises production, featuring Randolph Weasel as Dr. WHeasel, Clewington Goose as Advick Goose, Fraser Marshall as D.I. Jaunt, and Connor Darrell as Gerald Thompkins.